Alright, so in the last video I kind of showed how me putting it together, the box and speakers in the box. Now I am adding the speakers to these ones. Now I'm going to wire them in series so it rises the impedance on my head unit. If I wire them in parallel, positive to positive and negative to negative, that may cause damage to my head unit. So I'm gonna get this unscrewed really quick. Okay, so I got my speaker out. It was simply these plugins right here. Now I got ground and power for one speaker and the ground and power for the other. What I'm going to do, so what we're going to do is we're going to chop the heads off these. Boom. Then,
are you cooking?
yes. Then we're going to pulls right off. Wire to it. Boom. Now, next step. One important note to take is make sure that you are connecting your positives to positives and negatives to negatives. Because if you put your positive to your negative, it either won't run or you may damage your speakers. And do the same with these sides. Okay. Let me bring it over to the car. Now, I'm going to use stripe as negative and straight Y as positive. Ugh. If I can get all these cords out of my way. Come up here to these. You can obviously see. What is this? Oh my. See that my car power cords are connected here. Ground is on black and is spliced, but I need to cover that up, which I will. We are disconnecting them anyways, so I'm gonna rip these apart. Alright, so right here we have this yellow cord is the power connected to this plain white one, and the ground was connected to this black one. Now we are simply just, I have the ground in my hands right now, both grounds, ground to speaker, ground to car. These were originally spliced together too, but we are going to add, I just dropped the cord, hold on, so clumsy. Make sure you pick which one. I'm gonna have the striped one as a ground. Splice all three of these babies together. Oh my goodness, and I dropped the cord again. Okay, have them all aligned. Splice all three of them together. Twist, twist, twist until you can't no more. Fold down, and there you go. You wrap that up in electric tape or any kind of tape, and your ground is connected. I am going to do the same with this power cord now. Let me unravel it. Okay, tape is unwrapped. Power cord and power cord. I'm going to add the additional speaker. Power cord. Twist, twist, twist. Now, you could go, if you had a upgraded head unit, which I don't, you go into the head unit and do the same thing I'm doing here, but with the power cords and grounds in the head unit, and that will rise the impedance. Now, since out here I'm putting them together and only one, basically think of it as this, I can either have two separate power blocks going to both speakers, or I can have one power block powering both speakers, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm just having one power block power both speakers. Okay, boom. And now I have them taped, the splices taped shut. This should be my positive in my right hand, and this should be my negative in my left hand. After that, you should be good to go. I am going to cram these back down under there. And look for my speaker wire, which is right here. Put that back down under there. Grab my speaker. And so basically, we are going, this speaker that I'm putting in is going to be sharing power with the speaker that we are adding. And that is fine, because my head unit gives out about 50 watts, and that is plenty of power for both of those speakers. I have about 50 watt RMS speakers, so I think it is a fair share for all speakers, and they will all play amazingly. If I can get these plugged in, I'm using the wrong one. Yeah, but these speakers are simple. It's simple, just plug in right here. I'm trying to use the camera to plug it in, that's why I'm being so bad. Yep, simple plug-in terminals right there. And then I plop her back down in here. Try not to have any snags on wires. That's never good. Boom. I'm gonna screw her back in. Simple right here if you don't know. I'm just going to add this striped one to this black one and this positive one to this red one.